What is going on, people? I'm here for day number 20 of the 31 Days Half October series, which I'm doing on this channel. For those of you who haven't been checking out all 19 other days, this is my 31 Days of Horror, 31 Days of Halloween, whatever you want to call it. This is my series where I'm doing 31 horror movie reviews in 31 days. I'm not the only one who's doing some kind of, series like this. There's a whole bunch of people doing some kind of 31 days, which I'll get into after the review. But if you're someone who watches horror movies all the time, this is a good way to find movies that you might not have heard of or forgot about. If you're more of a person who watches horror movies only in October, then this will probably have, if you check out everybody who's doing it, you'll probably have movies to watch for 10 years or so, more than that, depends on how many you watch. But anyway, like I said, I call it a little bit different than people, and I do it a little bit different. Like I said, I call it the 31 Days Half October. Some people call it 31 Days of Halloween, 31 Days of Horror. I tend to do more independent stuff. If I can't find independent stuff, I'll, pivot and do something that maybe a lot of people have heard of or known, or a bigger budget one kind of deal. And I try to do them in alphabetical order, unless I have a movie, unless I don't have that letter, I'll pivot and go to something different. So today's letter is P, but before I get into the movie, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy this review, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and hit that bell button so you know when I do upload more stuff. Technically, you don't have to do it this month because I'll be doing a review every day, but after this month, if you want to see some reviews, unboxings, channel or collection updates or anything, hit that bell button so you know when I do upload more stuff. So anyway, like I said, today's letter is P. I pivoted a few different times. I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I changed it up a little bit. I had two movies in mind and then went completely different. This is more of a thriller than a horror movie, but thriller is an offshoot. It's like a subgenre of horror. So the movie I chose is the first Poison Ivy. There are four of them, but the first Poison Ivy with Drew Barrymore. This was directed by Katt Shea. It was written by Melissa Goddard, Andy Ruben, among many others. Like I said, it stars Drew Barrymore, Sara Gilbert, who plays Becky in Roseanne, and then you have Tom Skerritt and Cheryl Ladd, and among many others. So pretty much what this is about is Drew Barrymore plays let's just say a troubled youth, and pretty much she befriends Sara's character, who is a loner in high school. So she befriends her. She's actually she's a daughter of, wealthy man, so her family's well off and all that stuff. So pretty much what Drew Barrymore does is befriends her and tries to kind of infiltrate the family in more ways than one, trying to get to the father and break up a marriage and all that stuff. And you could definitely see some craziness and just some one of those things where Drew Barrymore's character really does not care what she does. She wants to get her rocks off and screw whoever in her way kind of deal. It is, like I said, more of a thriller, just wondering what's going on in her mind at that point in time. But it's just one of those things where, it's not unheard of where, someone walks into a family and breaks it up because, either the wife goes for a younger man or the husband goes for a younger woman or whatever it is, but it's not unheard of. So with these movies, it's kind of real life personified kind of deal because stuff has happened like that. Don't want to go, there's not really much more to delve into, but like I said, Drew Barrymore plays a very seductive character in this one. One of the only roles besides Firestarter, which he was more young and little crazy. This is more crazy on another side, and like I said, more seductive and stuff. So it's one of those roles that you never really saw her do before, and then really, I mean, I haven't really seen her do since. So it was definitely a little bit different, a different way. I remember watching it years ago, and then watching it recently. I'm like, oh, okay. Didn't even realize it. Well, not I realized it, but it's one of those things where you watch some of her other roles, and you wouldn't believe that she did like Poison Ivy and stuff like that. So if you haven't seen it before, if you have seen it before, and kind of jogged your memory, here's one for you, a nice little thriller. Pretty much all the other ones are almost like, not carbon copies, but the same plot pretty much. The one has Alyssa Milano, the other one has what's her name, Jamie Presley, and then the last one was Miriam McDonald, who I don't remember watching the last Poison Ivy. I remember watching other two, but not the third one. The third one came out, or fourth one came out in 2008, so that's probably why I don't remember it too much. But Poison Ivy, for all my reviews and stuff, I'll leave the IMDb link, or the IMDb write-up, the link to the trailer so you can check it out. I'll leave a link to where you can purchase it. It comes in this 4-pack from Screen Factory. I don't remember if they're like individually put out on Blu-ray. I know I had DVDs of them. I don't remember if they're like I said, individual Blu-ray. I'll look it up, but I'll leave the link most likely for the box set for all 4 of them. Also in the description, I will leave all the links to all the other people doing 31 days. Like I said, if you've seen Poison Ivy and don't care for it, or you've seen all my other 19 days episodes, all the movies that go along with that, then check out the 13th Wolfman. He's doing Around the World, or Super Retro Throwback Reviews doing Sequel Mania. Retro Horror, I believe, is doing 100 movies in 31 days, which is crazy. Torch the Fennekin's doing his own. There's so many people. I have all of them linked in the bottom of the video, so you can check all their pages out and all what they're doing. Also, I'll leave all my other social medias. I got a Facebook fan page. I got a Twitter. I got an Instagram where I show off the movies behind me. I'm part of the Dorkening, the Wicked Horror Show. I don't even know what shows I'm part of. I'm part of the Wicked Horror Show. Last night we had the guys from Death Drop Gorgeous, the directors, on. So if you missed it, you can still check it out. Every Tuesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we go live on Facebook and YouTube. If you miss it, it's still up on Facebook and YouTube. Or if you're more of an audio podcast, wait a week, and then you can listen to it on the Dorkening Podcast Network. There, I got into it. But you can listen to it or watch it. Depends on what you like with your podcasts. And, yeah, that's really about it. Don't have that much else. So if you enjoyed this one, like I said, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the bell button. And, of course, if you want, let me know in the comments what you thought of Poison Ivy, or anything you want to in the comments. And, of course, share it. Maybe some people will enjoy this stuff, or the movie, or never heard of it before, or whatever have you. But I guess until tomorrow, only 11 more days of this. Like I said, it's a fun month. It's a long month, but I enjoy it. So I guess until tomorrow, I'll see you guys.